Hey, welcome back to Undefined Therapy. And today we're talking about being more grateful. Has anybody ever said to you, you gotta be more grateful? You gotta appreciate the life that you have. Well, there's some truth to that. Being more grateful is linked to being happier. And we all want to be happy. That's why we buy the cars. That's why we go to the spa. That's why we hang out with our friends, is because we want to be happier. But being happier can start with you being more grateful, because that allows you to be satisfied with the life that you have. So that's the goal. And I want to help you to achieve that goal of being more happier. And it starts with being grateful. And so I wanted to share some tips. But before I talk about those tips, I definitely want to encourage you to subscribe here to Undefined Therapy, where I post 2 to 3 times a week. And if you're already a subscriber, then I want to say thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. So let's talk about some ways that you can be more grateful. Number 1 is living in the moment. And you're like, well, what does that mean? Well, you can start by being more mindful, because mindful activities do help you to connect well within the present. But living in the moment is not racing off to the future saying, oh, I can't wait till I get this promotion. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do that, because that stops you from appreciating what you have. If you want that Mercedes, but you driving that Honda, let's whip that Honda. Let's be happy about it. If you're excited about that promotion, that's great when you get it. You've worked hard for it. But in the position that you're in right now, let's be grateful for it. Let's appreciate the salary that you're making and the opportunities that you're achieving by learning and being in that position. So living in the moment can really help you, because you savor every moment. Everything is typically 10 times better when you're aware of it. That food is like awesome. Like, food is great when you're like hungry. You're like, wait a minute, is it that I was starving, or was that food bomb? So typically living in that moment, because you starve and you like, oh my gosh, I need this food right now. Give me my analogy with food, y'all. I love food. Any way that I can incorporate analogy with that, I'm going to. But seriously, living in the moment keeps you connected and appreciated of what you have instead of what you want or what you don't got. Number 2 is start a gratitude journal or create a gratitude board. Now, regarding a gratitude journal, you can start simply by listing 3 to 5 things every day that you're grateful for. It reminds you of everything that you've done that day and connects you right before you go to bed, or you can start it off in the morning, whichever one is helpful for your schedule and that you can stick to. But it definitely is a constant reminder of what you should appreciate, what you have right now, and connects you with everything that's going on in the positive. If it's just you have a roof over your head because you remember being homeless one day, like being grateful for that, being grateful that you have a job and you know people who don't got a job and they sending out resumes. Whatever it is, connect with it, be present, and allow yourself to be very happy with truly where you are. Before I forget, with a gratitude board, it's just you want to go in a magazine. It's kind of like a vision board, but everything that you're grateful for, you could put a house, you could put a car, you could put a bed, you could put food on the table, you could put friends, you could put activities, anything that you're grateful for in that moment. And you're just like, oh my gosh, this is my life. I'm so excited. This is wonderful. Yes, I'm grateful. I mean, it may not go like that, but that's the idea of it, is a constant reminder of what you're grateful for. Number 3 is stop comparing yourself. Man, comparing yourself can rob you of all your glory and your self-worth. First of all, everybody know it, but then we forget when we scrolling. But I mean, people putting on social media what they want you to see. They could be crying like 10 minutes before they like beat their face and put that makeup on, or maybe they had to do some illegal things to get to wherever they are. You just never know what people have done to portray this image that you're seeing. And so you over here living real life and dealing with obstacles and struggling and working your butt off. And then you see these people on Instagram and you're like, wait a minute. I didn't see all the hard work. You don't see all the blood, sweat, and tears. You don't see all the sacrifices that they made in order for them to put that picture up. So don't compare yourself to others. Where you are is where you're meant to be. And if you're somebody of faith, then you know God don't make no mistakes, honey. We have choices, but he has set out a plan to prosper you. That's Jeremiah 29:11 for y'all. That's one of my favorite verses. That's just a little tidbit. Just a little. It's a little tidbit for y'all. Another one is acknowledge the past, but then move on. Sometimes a way to be grateful is to look back in the past and say, you know what? My mama not on drugs no more, so I'm always going to be grateful for the conversations and the time that I have with my mom. Y'all may not be that extreme when you got to look back in the past, but maybe you were making $10 an hour and now you making 12. I know you want that 15, but be appreciative because you used to be at that 10. You used to have no friends and now you got one or two friends. They may get on your nerves sometimes, but remember those times when you ain't have no friends. So it's just important to look at the past. Don't get stuck there. We don't want to get stuck there, but use it as a way to connect you back to the present and be grateful and stop yourself from being other places that you ain't got no business being mentally and emotionally. Another one is watch your words. People my mom and my dad have definitely told me like the tongue is a powerful thing. I remember sometimes I be pretending like I'm sick, like, oh my gosh, I'm sick. Then suddenly a few days later, I really am sick. I'm like, what? Words are powerful. They really control how you think, and your thoughts control how you feel, and how you feel and how your thoughts are connected to your behaviors. It's all connected. So if you're not speaking life and positivity into you, first of all, most people won't if you are struggling with it as well. But if you're not, you're bringing yourself down. So if I'm telling myself, oh my gosh, I'm a loser, this is going to be a terrible day, I don't feel like going to work. When I go to work, guess what I'm going to feel like? Not being there. But if I tell myself I'm going to do my best, even if I don't feel like being here, I'm going to be that much ready to conquer the world. Carpe diem. That's another little tidbit for y'all. So seize the day. So improve your thoughts, improve your feelings by speaking positivity, speak affirmations, fill yourself with positivity in the best way. And that's with your words. And lastly, spend time with loved ones. Loved ones can make you feel like you are on top of the world. They can just remind you of all the blessings that you have. They can remind you of where you used to be. If you got friends like me, they'll check me real quick. So it's important to laugh, to smile, to reminisce, to just embrace all the warmth and the love that's in the room. That's a great way to be grateful and appreciative of the people that you have around you and where you are. So there you have it. That was some ways that you can incorporate being more grateful in your life. I hope it was fruitful for you. I hope you think about incorporating some things, whether it's the journaling, it's the board, it's being around loved ones, whether it's journaling or watching your words. Maybe I said one of them twice, but that just means that it's twice as important, that it is something that just adds fruit to your life and can be a blessing to you and others. If you like this content and this topic, definitely give me the like button. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave on out of here in this video. I definitely love making videos for mental health, so definitely join the Undefined Therapy family, and I will see you next time.